Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved one. You know who I am. So, and you know how this works. I just always remind people if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either hear it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Um, right before I started hearing the song "Since You've Been Gone," and I don't think Alexa gave me Kelly Clarkson. That's not the original one, but it doesn't matter. Same song. Anyway, they give me oh, never mind about that. Um, so go play that. Maybe you know that song already. There'll be a message in there for you from Stacey. Oh, I didn't read my notes before I started. Sorry. So when my brain just went squirrel, it was gone. Oh, and I'm going to try to get to your house clearing in just a little bit. I have to take the dog to the vet after I do this one. She got a boo boo in her eye. So, don't excuse my mess. I had to move my desk to get my Christmas decorations out of this closet. So it's going to be this way for a month. Sorry. It's just a lot of crystals and cards and stuff. Watch the cat ball. It's been a little more active lately, and there's actually an old cat ball right there that I was going to throw away, but it still kind of can light up. So, and watch the reflection in the TV. I usually miss all that when I'm doing readings. I don't pay attention to it that much. And usually other people catch it for me. Okay. You wanted to ask her if you would get a chance, how'd you put it? Get another chance to love someone. She says you have so many people around you that look up to you and love you. She said when you learn how to love yourself as much as those people love you, if not more than those people love you. And I always say, not in an ego way. When you learn how to love yourself just as much as you did her, just as much as you do your best friend, just as much as you do, I think you have grandkids, you have to learn to love yourself that much. You've got some wounds. Okay, what she's showing me, I've never seen this before. What she's showing me is you have like little thorns or almost like barbed wire. And it's, well, she's showing across here, so I'm assuming this is around your heart. From, she says, these are her words. You have, so say it again. You have all these pokey things protecting your heart because of some of the assholes that you've had in your life. Ooh, I've had a lot of them. I know. I know exactly what she's talking about. And she says it's hard for somebody to get through to your heart. So you have to learn to love yourself enough that you go, here I just love myself. And if I get a partner, I get a partner. If I don't get a partner, I still am okay with just me until that moment comes. She shows me a big yes. There will be somebody else coming. They're wanting you to learn this lesson. This lesson, I've got several people going through the same thing right now. Exactly the same thing. They're not going to bring in another one or a decent one until you learn to love yourself. Okay, so When I first started this work, I had to do a whole lot of cleansing and clearing of things. We kept finding things from when I was 5 years old. They tried to start molesting me. And all these things from 5 years old that I'd stuffed. And I thought I conquered them. Yeah, I kicked its ass. Not really. I stuffed it. So it would bubble up every so often, but it never bubbled out. So one of the things they told me to do was take a pen and a paper and go stand in front of a mirror and actually look in your eyes. And I had to tell several people this lately. Look in your eyes. When us girls, we fix our hair, brush our teeth, we look in the mirror, but we don't really look at ourselves. Look in your eyes and say, first, what do you see? What do you see? And it can't all be negative. You got to have the positives. Got more positives than negative. And you have to learn how to tell that person, I love you. You're beautiful. You can be the homeliest person in the world. And I'm not saying you are. I don't know what you look like. But you have to be okay with what you are and who you are. And then everybody else feels that. And it's like a magnet. And then they just start coming. They start coming. And you already know about this woo-woo stuff, but she's telling me to show you my sage. I can't tip it because it'll fall out. My little angel wing, my woo-woo lady gave me this. I like the loose leaf, doesn't matter. You have little Palo Santo chips where you can get the sticks or whatever. And she's wanting me to light it now. I don't want to waste time doing it. Just try to do that once a day. What I do with it is wrong hand, I'll tip it for sure. I'm right-handed. Like around my head, in between my legs, and so it just comes up over me. And just breathe. Just envision breathing out smoke, dark energy, dark gook. I just do a little, most of the time, if I do it once a day. Don't always do it. And it doesn't stay lit very long. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much to cleanse some of that crap off of us. She says you have a protection barrier. What kind of protection barrier? There's a good protection barrier, like I'm sure you probably know about the bubble protection bubble. Then there's a protection barrier that could be those little barbed wire things. And she says both. The protection bubble I usually use when I remember to do it. I preach about it and then I don't do it. I like to use like a screen door type stuff. If it's super serious, I'll have an iron wall between me and whoever, but I like it where it's like a screen door and the good can come through to me, but the bad can't. And the good could come out of it. So I can send good to others. She says she loves you very much, and she's sorry she had to leave you. It was meant to be, but I do watch over you. I do visit the others. Somebody younger than you, I can't tell how young. She's not saying if it's a child, a teenager.
Motion detected at deck.
Okay, anything happens during your reading is meant for you. Do you have any Ring cameras or that type of camera? My granddaughter called me or sent me a message one time. She says, and her husband was out of town. And she said, Grandma, my Ring camera went off downstairs in the middle of the night. And it said there was a person detected. So when she went to play it back, it was actually an orb, a very good sized orb wandering through there. And I said, that's your husband's best friend that passed, and he's there to keep an eye over you while he's out of town to help keep you safe. So I feel like Stacey is doing the same thing. That's why she brought that up. She's doing it to more than one of you. She says you were like the cherry on top of my dessert. You were like cherry on top of the whipped cream on top of my dessert. You were just that special. You were the garnish that made my life perfect. That's kind of cute. I've never heard that. So don't forget how extra special you are. I don't know why. She's got me playing with my earring. I don't know why. And she wants me to touch my pendulum. So, do you have a pendulum? I think she's trying to. They don't work for me. They'll answer about 2 questions and then they quit because they don't want me using them. I want to play with all the toys. She says, so know that you are loved by many. Oh, we have parties up here, she says. She has parties with some of your departed loved ones. She says she loves watching out for you. She would rather be with you, but she loves her position in your life that she has right now. You know, get fire. Crap. Catch my shirt on fire. What the hell? Usually I can't get this shit to light. Now I can't get it to calm down. That's just a little Palo Santo chips. It kind of stinks. She says, I'm sure you don't know how much you are loved and admired where I'm at. We want you to feel that way. She's talking about like there's quite a few weeds.
Motion detected at deck.
I don't know if she wants you to get one of these cameras. Or if you have one, maybe observe it. Like if it goes off, you go, well, there wasn't anything there. Maybe look a little closer. I don't know. That's like it's happening during a reading and it happens for a reason. I should have shut it down. She said you had tears in your eyes the other day. Like she's showing me. Doesn't have to be exact. It might be. She's showing me. I gotta watch. I gotta take the dog to the vet. We soon. She's got an appointment. I gotta watch the clock. Looks like you're sitting in your living room alone and you have tears. And I don't know if it's because you were missing her so much or you're missing all of them. She said somebody hurt your feelings. Somebody hurt your feelings. She says, know that you are good enough, that you are the best of the best, that you are the cream and cherry on top. Know that. And go look in the mirror and say, I love you. Nobody else has to love you. You have to love you. But know that I love you. And she says, and mom. Is your mom gone? Maybe she just reminding you that your mom loves you. Reminds me, I gotta go get groceries for mine. Thanks. So no. Know that you're very special. And you have a calmness and a love that kind of envelops others in your family that are still here. That kind of brings them the stability and the peace that they need in their life. And she's thanking you for watching out for them. And some of them hers. It doesn't matter. Just don't forget that I love you. And love never dies. It's almost like she's showing me a little cup of Jello with whipped cream and a cherry on top again, and it's red Jello. Doesn't have to be. Like she wants you to go get you one of them. Those little Jello cups. Or maybe you just did. Isn't it great how our loved ones can help us from above? So, and I know I've probably told you, um, you need help with something or you feel down, sit down and call on them. You may not feel them, get your answer right at that moment, but just sit down and talk to them and tell them, please help me with blah, blah, blah. And it can't be negative. It can't be, hey, please go and trip so and make them fall down because they were mean to me. It has to be something positive. Got me playing with my earrings again. Maybe you got new earrings. Maybe you got her earrings on. I don't know why she's got me fiddling with my earrings. Partly because I have too much crap on my desk. I think that stuff moved everywhere. Okay. With that, she's going to leave. Thank you for being so patient. I don't know how I get behind. I should never be that far behind. Um, hope you have great holiday. Great Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. If I don't hear from you, I will try. Like I said, house clearing. I want to get it done. I want to get all these cut up for Christmas. So I'm going to try to get that done today, depending on what happens to the dog at the vet. Go to the grocery store for my mom. Feel like she's going to tell me something else. Oh, she just told me I was beautiful. Oh, well, thank you. I don't feel that way, but I tell myself I'm beautiful. Start doing that. Start doing that, Allison. You walk by the mirror and we all us girls go, shirt straight, look in there and go, oh, you look beautiful. And keep on it going. Go make that list. Find out how wonderful you really are. You have a good heart, a very big heart. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Mwah. Happy holidays.